Hey, so I'm Jeremy. I am someone who has desperately had these goals and these ideas of achieving some fantastic things with my body and wanting and striving for something that's always appeared to be unobtainable. I'm someone who's played rugby well, since I was about four. Fell out of love with the game while I was at uni, and then about 3 years ago, just as I was about to turn 30, I decided that I wanted to make my comeback. So it's always been really hard for me then to actually have consistency in the gym. I would go for about 6 weeks and I'd get a good set of training in, and then something would happen. Like it might have been an injury, or it might have been something from work's come along and I had reports to write, or I had parents' evening, and invariably that would take out a huge week and then knock me off my routine. And because I wasn't in that consistent routine, I'd then take another 6 weeks off. So everything that I'd done would be gone. And I was following a training program that wasn't rugby specific. It was just about getting leaner, getting stronger. That actually it was probably putting my body in undue stress. So I thought, this is something that I really need to kind of put effort into and make a go of being the best player I can while I've still got some time left in me. I also found it really hard to stay on top of my nutrition. Being a lifelong vegetarian is always something that I've found hard to look at what other people are eating, and going through these training programs that are always suggesting meal plans, but there's nothing that I can eat. And I try and substitute things in, but it's higher in calories, it's higher in carbs, it's lower in protein. And I've gone through a few different diets over my time, and stuff kind of worked, stuff didn't. And I think I've been on real big peaks and troughs. I know that I get on a journey and then I get frustrated because there's a blip and I have to start again. Because I train alone, I find it hard to know what I'm doing. I find it hard to know whether I'm doing it properly, because it's just difficult. Every now and again you might start chatting to someone in the gym and they might give you a bit of a say, actually, mate, have you made sure you're doing this or whatever with your form? So I started to feel myself, but wasn't always sure it was correct. I suppose I couldn't just push myself. I couldn't get into a position where I knew I was doing the right form, so I could push myself to lift heavier, to be stronger. So I was just getting really frustrated and anxious with my whole perception of my body and what I was doing outside. And when I was walking out in public, I just didn't like the person that I'd become. I never realized that gym doing working out can fit around your life. You don't have to fit your life around it. And I think that's great. Like, I never expected either to be a religious logger of my diet, but all of a sudden I see the value in it. I understand now where I'm going off piste, and actually, should I be eating that chocolate if I want this goal? Should I be bulking up in such a fast pace or not? Like, it's great because I now understand so much more about the nutritional value, and I've learned how to mold it around my life. I'm hitting goals. I'm really understanding my diet. And one of the big things for me was that knowing TJ had become a vegetarian or was a flexitarian and has gone through it, and knowing that he could guide me nutritionally as to how to get the best from myself. And that was a huge factor with me as to why I wanted to work with him. I no longer set myself unrealistic goals. I don't have those unrealistic targets because it's set out really clearly. So it's been great because it's really helped me gain confidence. And I just feel so much better about my life. I just feel like I'm actually going to get somewhere that I want to be. And it's a work in progress. And in my mind now, it's set, and I know what processes I need to go through. Where am I at? What is the journey that I'm going on? And now I'm appreciating the time that I'm taking. I'm appreciating how long it might take to get myself to where I want to be, but I'm enjoying the journey. I know what I'm getting and where I should be at the next time we're going to check in with each other or whatever it might be. So it's just taken the stress off me completely. it just makes my life so much simpler because I don't have to think about it anymore. I just know, all right, as long as I can get my 3 sessions in, rather than getting home from work being like, oh, I've got to get in the gym. I've got to get in the gym now because otherwise I won't get my leg set done or I won't get my back set done. Now it's about molding everything together and trying to make it what works and what is manageable for me. But actually, it's that application and when someone else is around to check you and make sure that you're not doing too much of that thing that you didn't realize you were doing. I suppose since I've joined with TJ and started working with him, I found that consistency in the gym. I've realized that I don't need to put so much pressure on it week in, week out, that actually it can fit around my life. And for the first time I've had a consistent, I think this has been like 7-8 months now, and I've been in the gym consistently. I've been working out consistently. So it's had such a massive positive side effect, like impact on my life I just never expected would happen. And I'm very grateful that I've chosen to work with TJ. I'm yet to see what impact it's had on my rugby because we still haven't got back to rugby yet, but I can't wait. I seriously, I'm just so excited to be able to get back playing rugby again and seeing how much of a positive impact it's had and seeing me break tackles that I never used to break or whatever it might be because of the training focus and the clear focus that I've had. But yeah, definitely worth it.